All sports fans, YouTubers, Facebookers, all social media across the nation. Uneducated Network on YouTube presents Uneducated Sports Talk. I'm your host, Carlos Clayton. As always, sports fans, if you haven't, please like and subscribe to Uneducated Network, where you see my show, Uneducated Sports Talk, and many other shows on our program. We're more than just a YouTube channel. We are a way of life. That being said, let's get with the NBA news of the day. Let's talk about the trading period, the trading deadline. It has come, it has gone, it's over with, and for the last couple of days now. Three things that are always guaranteed: the rich get richer, middle get nowhere, and the less teams get worse to get better. Right? So those three things always happen. So in this one we had Blake Griffin. Now this is a trade, not part of the trading deadline. Let's just per se that, but it was still a big impact close to the trading deadline. So Blake Griffin goes to Detroit. So he goes from the West Side, the Clippers. Now he's a Piston. And that was kind of shocking because you didn't see the Clippers trading him. You saw them trading maybe Lou Williams, maybe DeAndre Jordan, but you didn't see Blake Griffin. Well, Blake Griffin got traded. And guess what? Like I thought he would do, he is dominating the East right now because the East is a lower tier than the West is. The West with all those great big guys down there. Well, in the East, not so many great big men out there. And you pair him up with one of the better big men in the East, Andre Drummond. So they have a 1-2 punch going down there. And they've been doing very well with Blake Griffin in there, but as expected. So will they make noise in the playoffs? They might win a round, but that's pretty much it. But Blake Griffin solidifies that front court for sure for the Detroit Pistons. How I felt about the trade, I guess I like it from both standpoints. I like it because the fact that when he was with the Clippers, they weren't going anywhere, and he's always hurt. And you know what? If you're the Clippers, you say, you know what? We have a decent team. Even if we don't have Blake, we're probably the same team. Let's get rid of him. He already has, I think, he has like 4 or 3 years left on his contract, anyways, and all that money. You want to dump all that cash and give it to the Pistons. And they say, you know what, Detroit, that's your problem when it comes down to the playoffs. We're tired of having Blake Griffin be hurt or not performing to what we think he can perform to. So I like the trade for the Clippers more than I do for the Pistons, because with Detroit, you don't now. They did give up a lot. Detroit gave up a lot for him. That's why I like the Clippers, because the Clippers got a lot of good assets with them. But Blake going to Detroit, Blake isn't, in my opinion, a top 10 guy. So that's why I think Detroit kind of whipped on that trade. They just kind of panicked. And you want to be in Stan Van Gundy's system at power forward who can actually shoot with consistency. Now, Blake Griffin has shown over the last couple of years he's getting better with his 16, 18-foot mid-range jump shot. But he's not consistent like a Stan Van Gundy offense is run by. But he's still a good player, and you got to try him. And so I think Detroit lost that trade, but they're willing to test it out because they got to spark something up in that town, and I understand where they're coming from. Other news that happened, like I said, the rich get richer. Cleveland Cavaliers, you know about the big trade. Yes, they're not as rich as they were for the last 3 or 4 years, but I did say before that trade, I was like, this Cleveland Cavaliers team might not make it out the second round. They might not even go to the finals. And we're so accustomed to seeing a LeBron James-led team to the finals. I thought this team there's no chance at all that they are going to the finals with this squad. So they have the mega trade, and I say mega trade, you already know they traded everyone. Derrick Rose to the Jazz, he wound up being waived. Dwayne Wade to the Heat for a second round pick in 2024. Yeah, you'll never see that. Isaiah Thomas to the Lakers, they get Jordan Clarkson back, the Cavaliers do, and they also get Larry Nance Jr. And they also get Rodney Hood, some really good players, George Hill as well. So this team, all of a sudden, the Cavaliers got younger, more athletic. And the last couple games now, they beat the Celtics. They also they're in a close game right now against the Thunder, actually winning that game. So it's just showing you that their youth, have LeBron and have his teammates have energy. You got something different. Now they might not be better than the Warriors or better than the Rockets, but they are now, I think, head and shoulders the number 1 team in the East again. It did not take much. The Celtics were the number 1 team, but I mean they won. They're like 18-12 the last 30 games. So that's not really saying, ooh la la, caramba, the Celtics. That's the team to really look out for. They're good. They're good, but they're East good. With Kyrie making a slightly bigger difference. I do like the Celtics. Now this new squad the Cavaliers got, I like the Cavaliers beat the Celtics in a 7-game series just because they're more athletic. LeBron makes anyone look good, and those contested jump shots you were getting your whole entire career, I guarantee you, Jordan Clarkson to Rodney Hood, and Rodney Hood is already a great 3-point shooter. But like Jordan Clarkson, those guys are going to be getting open threes like they've never seen in their lives, and that's going to make things better. And they got better defensively. So in that trade, Cleveland or LeBron James, what you want to call it, for trades with Utah and LA, and I don't know what Utah was really doing, but hey, it is what it is. I guess Utah was just trying to clear out some cap space. I'm not sure, but Cavaliers clearly one of those trades. Cavaliers are clearly a better team than they were a couple days ago, and now this squad is definitely going to bring them back to the NBA Finals, in my opinion. Are they better than the Warriors? Hell no. Still not better than the Warriors. The Warriors are still head and shoulders. I think the Warriors are a better team against this squad than they would against the old squad, which is kind of weird because the old squad wasn't going to get them to the finals, but they would have played better if they did get to the finals. This new squad will get them to the finals, right? But they will not play as well against the Warriors. Just too young. They haven't been in any kind of situation, pressure-packed situation like that before. So it's a brand new team for LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Will LeBron go? Will he stay? Look, we have like 8 episodes on that. I can promise you guys that. And another thing, when I say the rich getting richer, the Houston Rockets, H-Town in the house, those guys just got better. You know why? Joe Johnson. Joe Johnson was sitting out there for Utah, and all this craziness trades. He got traded to the Kings. No one even knew about it. You know, he got traded to the Kings. Of course, he wasn't going to go there play with the Kings. He's at the age where he wants to play for a contender. I don't blame him. I think he's 37, something like that, 38 maybe. He's still one of the best 3-point shooters under pressure. His clutchness is so high that, one, his clutch is high. 2, he's played in Mike D'Antoni's system before and was a star in Phoenix. Yes, Steve Nash made a lot of people a lot of money, but including Joe Johnson. Joe Johnson was a star and he thrived in that system. So he's going back to Mike D'Antoni's system, and he could still play big boy minutes if when asked to, play in big boy situations, clutch situations. He was that guy last year for Utah. He was that guy again for Houston. They got another stud in Joe Johnson. They also get Brandon Wright as well. So they are getting better and better. And then Trevor Ariza comes back from injury, and then the Rockets really look like they're a really good team. And I'm not going to crown them as the best team in the West because that's still, in my opinion, going to be the Golden State Warriors no matter what. But Houston has made it more interesting against Golden State. If those two teams want to facing each other, and that's a big if, because we got to see the Houston Rockets in the playoffs. But if they want to facing each other, I'm going to be stoked to see that matchup because it's going to be running and gunning the whole entire time. Chris Paul and James Harden, can they finally get their playoff roles out the way? We'll see. They still got to fight their way to get to the Western Conference Finals. They got San Antonio away and a few other teams that they have to deal with. So, but overall, it was a great day of the trade deadline, and the Cavaliers had all the headlines pretty much. But we got the Blake Griffin as well. We had some potential, maybe not. Shocker, DeAndre Jordan wasn't gone. Lou Williams signed a 3-year contract, a 3-year extension with the Clippers, so happy for him because he's been balling lights out all year. But besides that, the NBA is right around the All-Star break, so get ready for that. I'm gonna enjoy it. Hopefully, it's a great game. All-Star festivities, the dunk contest, 3-point contest. That's what I'm really, really looking for. I can care less about the game, but the contests that's going on, like I said, the dunk contest, All-Star, even the celebrity All-Star games, I gotta watch that. I gotta sit down and watch that. So. That being said, please give a like and give a comment down. How do you feel about the trade deadlines? Who won? Who was what team won the trade deadline? What teams lost the trade deadlines? I want to hear all your comments down below, man. So with that being said, please like and subscribe to Uneducated Network, where it presents Uneducated Sports Talk. I'm your host, Carlos Clayton. As always, sports fans, you know what time it is. Stay smart, stay uneducated. Peace.